Have you ever wished you had a tire that it was a little bit more rugged than an all-terrain and maybe a little quieter than a mud terrain? You're in luck. Let's take a look at the Toyo Rugged Terrain Tire. Getting to travel and see new products coming to market is one of the perks of being an editor at 4-Wheel Drive. A day like this played out for us a while ago when we got to test a set of new Toyo rubber, the RT or Rugged Terrain Tire. The 35 by 12.5 by 17 RTs that we snagged were mounted on a mildly modded JKU, as it seemed the perfect rig for a true test. This truck sees a lot of time in the oil patch of Alberta, traversing hard kilometers on rough roads, mud and asphalt. The RT was designed to sit between the All-Terrain 2 and Toyo's amazing mud terrain tire and the open country tire line, as they're more aggressive than the All-Terrain 2 but not as noisy as the mud terrain tires. We never found the mud terrain to be particularly loud, but we're used to tires that would be just at home on a John Deere as any of our trail rigs. We always try and get a few hundred kilometers or more on a fresh set of tires before we take them to the dirt. This allows the carcass to break in and soften up, permitting the normally stiff new tire to envelop rocks once they're aired down. After an uneventful mount, balance and break-in, the pressure of the E-load tires were dropped down to an off-road friendly 15 psi before we ventured out into an abandoned rock quarry. The varied siping and angular biting edges of the tires kept us moving as we crawled through the rock and dirt fields. Despite only having a limited slip in the rear of the Jeep, we always found a way up a bouldered path unless we managed to lift a tire. Some spitting and spewing of loose geology would occur, but never damage to the tire. We also picked up very few rocks in the tire lugs, proving that Toyo's engineers had done their work with the stone ejectors. Now we hear a lot of grumblings that the open country mud terrain is a heavy tire. And truth be told, it sits at the higher end of its weight class, but not exactly heavy as we see it. What surprised us with the RTs was that the engineers have managed to shed some kilos. While still retaining a 3-ply sidewall and a healthy 18.9mm tread depth, the rugged terrain was a full 4 kilograms lighter than its mud terrain counterpart in a 35 by 12.5 by 17. And granted, the mud terrain does have a 21mm tread depth, but 4 kilograms of rotating mass, especially in an underpowered rig like a Jeep Wrangler, can be huge for fuel savings and braking distances. With a 75,000 kilometer warranty on a tire equally at home driving the kids to the mall or slogging through the nastiest trails the North has to offer, we'd gladly select the RT. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and please leave a comment or a question down below. Until next time, take care, safe travels, and we'll see you on the trails.